Welcome everybody to the Greenhouse Lounge Winemaking and Sipping Edition. I'm not going to do this late because I got to work in the morning. But right now, we're about to learn how to make this wine. I want y'all to give it up for my son, Little Led. He just made me a new, fresh beat for my theme music. He was like, Dad, you got to feel this one. You got to feel this one. You got to rock your head to it. And I was like, oh, yeah, I like that one. That's better than the last one. See, my son, he don't be up there in the room building bombs. You know what I'm saying? That boy be up there on them ones and twos. He stay in that. That's what it's supposed to be about. So everybody, welcome to the Greenhouse Lounge tonight. This music got me so hyped I was going to wait till a little later. I said, no, I'm ready. So, is everybody ready to try to make wine tonight? I'm going to get in here in a second and I'm going to see who all we got in the house so far. The camera's a little far away from me, okay? And it's away from me so you guys can see everything on the table and how I'm going to be doing it. So let me see. Yeah, it's on. It's on. This what I want you to do right now, okay? This ain't just a wine making. It's a wine tasting. So, it's a couple things I want you to do. Number one, get you a nice glass and get you the beverage of your choice. I don't care what it is, okay? Because we're going to be sipping and tripping right now making this wine, all right? So if y'all can join me right now, get your glasses out. And before I get started, I'm going to check and see everybody is in the house. And thank you, Little Led, for the music, son. I love it. I love it. So, that was, that boy, I'm telling you, some people, kids is, athletes. Some of them is musicians. That boy right there, he got that ear. So, I'm going to get in here real quick. Let me shut this down and see who we got in the house. Let's see. Oh, okay. Okay. Where's that coming from? I got the speaker on and everything.
Powering off.
Okay. We got Courtney Jackson. Welcome to the Greenhouse Lounge, Courtney Jackson. Kira Mommy of 5 say got me over here bopping. Oh my God, you know what I'm saying? Thank you, Kira Mommy of 5. Welcome to the Greenhouse Lounge. Miss Christy Love in the house tonight. Good evening, Greenhouse family. Good evening. We got Superman 42.0, Garden, Figs, and more. That's a long name, bro. What's up, man? What's popping? Good to see you in the house. Mama, daughter, sister in the house. Hey, how you doing, little lady? Good to see you. Let me see. Superman 42.0 said, what's up, my garden fam? Kira Mommy of 5. Hey, Miss Christy Love. White Flowers Homestead. Glad I caught you today. Thank you so much, Miss White Flowers. I'm glad you came on in. Let me see. Darius Doss. It's on. It's on and popping right now. Nene 60 in the house. Hello, Led and everyone. White Flowers Homestead. Hello, everyone. Suzette Mukes, how you doing? Good to... I've been trying to catch your videos, and it's always something happen. Either my Wi-Fi, I don't know what, but every time I click on your video, something happen. Anyway, Miss Craft is in the house. Hey, Miss Craft, how you doing, Lady Aquaponics over there? All right, Superman 42.0 say working, dropping in a few. Hey, that's all right, man. That's all right. Do what you got to do. We got to make that money. They make us make that money. So this is what we're going to do, y'all. It's not going to be long because what we have to do tonight is simple. It's really simple. That's why I was telling you guys, everything that we're going to be doing is really easy. And then it's all about the weight. So this is what we're going to do. Let's get this popping. Number one, do me a favor. Show of hands, who all is making wine tonight? Who all is going to give it a shot? Oh, I'm locked up? Let me see. iPad locking me up. So just got my yeast in. Okay. So this is what I'm gonna ask you guys. Everybody that's making wine, say, Kira Mommy of 5, we hear and see you. Okay, that's good. Because my iPad is tripping. That's all right, though. So, that's all right, though. Okay, there we go. It happened when I cut the speaker off. Okay, get this. If you're making wine tonight, Darius Dawson, I'm going to give it a shot, banana and apple. Okay, Miss Kraft is going to be making it tonight. Let me see who else we got. So this is what it is. That's why I'm gonna keep it short, so people can come back and check it out and do it themselves. This part is the simplest part. It's a couple things we need to look out for. Number one is your apple juice. Is everybody using apple juice like I left in the list? It was apple juice, cinnamon sticks, and this is just to give it. This is for a couple different reasons. To give that apple pie type taste, that cinnamony taste. Plus, it keeps out bacteria and mold from growing in your brew. So stuff that you may be slipping on your cleanliness, this can help solve that just a little bit, okay? So cinnamon, apple juice. You got your sugar, 5 pounds of sugar. And whatever kind of yeast. Remember I said either grab the blue, the red, yellow, or the gray lavender. It's up to you. Tonight we're going to use, let me see, what I'm going to start with the yellow. Let me see, what is that here? Ms. White Flower Homestead says, yes, apple juice, good. Got to get cinnamon. Do me a favor. You can drop that cinnamon in later, but it helps from the start. But do this. Oh my God, I found this out the hard way. Do not put powdered cinnamon in this. You'll never get rid of it. I don't care what you filter it through. You're going to be coughing off of cinnamon dust for a long time. Don't do that, okay? So if you don't have the cinnamon sticks, just wait and go get them. Don't use powdered cinnamon. Hey, night nurse, how you doing tonight? So this is an ingredient, tomato paste. Don't use this yet, but keep this close by. You know this is super cheap, but keep this close by, because what we're gonna do, if your yeast don't start acting right, you're gonna drop some of this in there, okay? That's gonna actually energize the yeast and get it pumped up and get it ready to go. Now, everybody, I'm in a tight spot right here. Do everybody got a bucket with a lid on it? Hey, B girl, how you doing tonight? Welcome to the Greenhouse Lounge. So everybody got a bucket with a lid on it. I'm going to give you one other way to do it too, but I don't like doing it like this. You can actually take this bottle, and remember how I showed you how to make the airlock, poke 2 holes at the top and put the tube in it? You can do it that way. But, I mean, if you just can't do nothing else, you can poke 2 holes in the top and then put this airlock in one of the holes, okay? So that's one way to do it. If you don't have a bucket, and then just screw that lid back on there, and it'll do everything, but you're gonna have to pour a little bit of it out first, okay? Let me see. All right, so before we get started, what's up? Oh, before we get started, this is what I need to do. I need to give a mad shout out to a couple people. Number one, Supreme Family Garden, for some of the messages he said today in his live about we are gardeners and we need to cut out the fighting and the bickering amongst us. Like, you know, I'm number one at that. I know. I'm done with all of that. And you know what? He made a hell of a point. We here to grow food. We ain't here to get fighting it. You know, Louisiana Garden Family said the same thing today. He was kind of, you know, about growing on the inside and the outside. When he put that in the comments, I was like, man, I'm with you. He must be feeling me. So thank you for that, you guys. And number one, man, I want to give a shout out to Sapper Gardner. Sapper Gardner, out of the blue, sent me something that we are going to take care of today. And the only reason I haven't showed it yet is because I was waiting for something. Sapper Gardner, my man, I didn't know this was coming. He didn't say nothing. He didn't give me no clues, nothing. He sent me a fine bottle of wine. And I said, you know what? Today is the perfect day to open it with y'all. I've been waiting. I've had this for weeks now, almost a month now. And I'm so appreciative. I was like, I got to figure out a better way to do this. Not just a unboxing, but I just had to show my love. This is the first time I'm taking it out of this crate. And say thanks for you and Lady Led's kindness and friendship. Rob the Sapper Gardner, my man. Man, thank you. Thank you for this. So right now we are going to open this, and I'm going to show you why we are opening this. See, you know what? This is the love I'll be talking about. Because everybody keep thinking that this is just like virtual reality or whatever you want to think. You don't have to come up and give somebody some pound or some dap or hugs to have friendship. That's the problem with the world right there. You can have friends all across the world, man. All you got to do is keep the peace and stay cordial. That's what I'm talking about. And this is the perfect example of that right here. So let's open this up because I got to show Sapper something. It's beautiful. This came from New York City. This came all the way from New York. My man. This is the first time I ever seen. Oh, what the hell is this? Oh, Writer's Tears. Writer's Tears. That sound real powerful right there. Irish whiskey, Jesus. I almost don't want to drink it. I want to put this on the shelf. What I'm going to do with you guys, I'm going to drink a little bit. And then I'm put the rest on the shelf in the collection. But right now, I want to show Mr. Sapper Gardner a little love before we get this wine making right. So everybody, pour something in your glass. I don't even care if it's water. If you got a glass, a sippy cup, I don't care, a ramen noodle bowl, I don't care what you got. Pour something in it because we about to give up some love. Wow, they wrapped this like safe sex. Woo! That is wrapped. I don't even know where to start. I'm going to just go to ripping at it. God, they wrapped this, boy. Ooh, see. You see this? So this is what I've been trying to say. And you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. I am a poor example of keeping the peace, if all y'all don't know. And I need to stop that childish shit. I do. I'm sorry about that. I am no good at it, but things is gonna change. 2020, man, it's time for me to grow up a little bit, right? All of us. If you're doing little dumb stuff like this, you know, it's time to grow up. We ain't here to start growing food. You know, everybody is saying the same thing. And honestly, this ain't no place to take out our personal problems like that. Don't get me wrong, a problem is a problem. Damn, this bottle is playing games with me. It's almost like, you know, one of them trick candles or something. I keep pulling paper off, and it seems like paper keep growing on the bottle. So, see this? Okay. It's on the lid. We're going to leave it on the lid. So, this is what I want to show you guys. Mr. Sapper Gardner. This is one of the reasons I took so long to open your gift, my friend. I didn't want to half-ass do it. That's number one. Because I wanted to drink it. Not out of one of my crystal goblets. Not out of the crystal goblet. Little bit slicker than that, bruh. Hey, how you doing, Shanika Smith? Supreme Family Garden in the house. Little bit slicker than that. So what I did was went out and I got a little something in dedication to you to go with your wine or your whiskey. I'm not even gonna say the name of it. You know what it is. Anybody else know what that is? I had to do this in your honor, bruh. Does anybody know what that is? This, right, talents. Does anybody know where this goblet come from? It's a dragon foot. Correct. You're getting closer. This, hey, Rose 5150. This is a goblet from, damn it, I'm messing my own self up. Game of Thrones. Thank you, mama, daughter, sister. I'm sitting here like everything. Game of Thrones goblet. Because my man talk about, he always, I'm about to watch Lead, but I got to finish watching my Game of Thrones. I said, thought of that. I got this just for you, man. Just for you. So right now, what we're going to do is pour yourself a little something. That's the first crack of this writer's tears that my man gave me. Ooh. It do smell like some writer's tears. Or it's going to put somebody in tears. Ooh, that smell wicked. So, here we go. So while we make this wine, I'ma sip this. Slowly. So, everybody, can you please raise your glasses? Please. To friendship, to gardening, to love, to peace for all of us. Let's cut the shit. Guava, my friends. Guava. Welcome to the Greenhouse Lounge, everybody. I couldn't do none of this without you. Guava, my friends. Thank you. All of you. Thank you. Guava. All of you. Whew. I better get a little closer. Ooh. Guava, my friend. Guava. It tastes like it got honey in it. God. Oh, my God. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. Sapper Gardner. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. This is going in the collection. This one is going in my body. Thank you so much. Everybody, I could not do this without you. I'm not even waiting till everybody come in the room. They'll catch it later. Thank you, everybody. I really wanted to show this some love because you don't know how this made me feel. I got this bottle when I was out injured at work. And when I got this, it just, you know how it is when somebody pick your day up. Thank you, man. Everybody, guava, thank you all. Woo. Okay, let's get this show on the road. All right, Darius Dawes said, I don't have the great packet of yeast, just the red and yellow. With that's fine. Any kind is fine right now. Guava, B-girl. Guava to you. Guava. Ooh, this is rough. It smells like honey. It must be some honey in it. Ooh, that'll have you tap dancing right there. Ooh, strong. So thank you, everybody. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to set this to the side. I'm going to keep this stuff to the side over here. And we're going to get it cracking. Now, this is what I want to see if you guys did. Did everybody, put this wine over here too. Did everybody sanitize all of your stuff? I want to know, did anybody have a hydrometer? Did anybody actually get this? The hydrometer? You're going to need like a big spoon, preferably stainless steel, you know, cooking spoon. Not the kind Mama used to beat us with. The big wood spoon. Okay, Miss Craft got the spoon. She got the hydrometer. See, for the people that don't have a hydrometer, you're going to kind of be guessing off of me, okay? Because I'm going to be measuring it pretty much for all of us. And if you got a secondary, I put out a video and I had to take it back because I forgot about something in that video. So I had to retract it. But if you have a secondary recording device, like say I got my iPhone right here and my iPad right here. If you want to record yourself making this wine and post that video, that would be great. We can make a collage of all the people. I was trying to explain this the other day while I was at work. I got too excited. We can make a collage of all the people making their part of the wine and put it together and post it on all of our channels. Okay. Darius Dawson, yes, and a thermometer. Thermometer is good. Yes, it is. Everybody, your apple juice or grape juice, whatever kind of juice you bought, make sure you read the label and it does not say potassium sorbate in it. No potassium sorbate or potassium metabisulfate. Neither one of those. Potassium, no potassium, nothing. Okay? No potassium. So, long as you got that, we rolling. Okay. All right. Supreme 42 says, yeah, I have one. Used it for the moon. Used it for the moon. Well, you know what I mean. Oh, yeah. Man, hey, watch your words on this one. Okay, they'll be knocking at your door. Because this is the legal side. Yeah, watch it. Watch it. Okay, so whatever kind of yeast that you ended up with, that's fine. Okay? It's just going to activate just a little differently, one way or the other. But with the weather the way it is, I mean, you'll be okay. Let me see. Miss Craft said, "Oh, wish you had thought to record sooner. Oh, wish I would have had thought to record sooner. I'm in my pajamas. I'm always in my pajamas. This is the only day I ain't in my pajamas because I'm coming from the store just now. Okay. Don't think anyone wants to see that. I didn't think people want to see me in my old ratty pajamas. I'm telling you, people just like to see other people doing normal stuff. That's what I think. Superman 42.0 says, it's illegal here, just can't make too much. Well, you know what? As long as you just make a batch, a couple of batches, it's legal. It's perfectly legal. It's even legal to ship it to somebody as long as you don't charge people for it. Once you start charging people for it, it's illegal. Once you start shipping out gallons of it, it's illegal. So the laws, just like, firearms, they differ here and there. But for the most part, me sending you this is perfectly legal. So, okay. Let's get it. This is what I'm going to say right now. I'm going to put this to the side. I'm going to try to catch this when I can. So, you're going to kind of be looking down at my junk for a minute. I'm going to come down here. Let me take this off because I'm starting to get hot. That whiskey got me roasting, son. Woo. Okay, have my little apron on. All right. So, this is what we're going to do. Let me get it. Okay, this is what we're going to do. First off, what we need to do is sanitize everything. If you haven't sanitized your stuff yet, you want to, don't worry about this right now. That's kind of something else. But you want to sanitize everything and get you a bowl or a bucket and put a couple caps of bleach in it and let your stuff just sit in it, just like this. I've already sanitized my bucket. That's why my airlock is on, because I didn't want anything to get down in there while I'm just waiting around. So let me see. Kira Mommy of 5 says, what size drill bit did you use for the lid to make that airlock fit perfectly? well, it don't have to fit perfectly. You kind of got to jam it in the hole a little bit, you know, because it needs to be a tight fit. I mean, no other way to say that. It needs to be a tight fit. So I used a meat thermometer, okay? And I'm going to show you one more thing, too, that I used a minute ago. I brought this in here. It's in here, right here for you guys. All right, check it out. I just took a screw, like, did you hang in your garage or something like that? And you just take a screw or a nail, poke it in the lid, and just screw it in, wiggle it around a little bit, like this. I know. Keep things tight. Miss Crab said here was going again, jamming things in the holes. That's kind of what this is all about, okay? So take that in there like that, and then you work that around a little bit, okay? Once you work that around a little bit, you gotta open him up a little bit. And then you can stick something. Once you got that little hole right there, bust it open, you can go ahead and like stick an ink pen or a pencil or whatever in there to make the hole a little bigger, okay? Then you can get your tubing in here. So if you can do that now, you might want to start doing that now. But this is the tubing. This is how I made that airlock. With this, you don't need to do nothing. That's easy to punch through. This one is a little bit more thicker plastic. How you doing, Miss Lady, for real? How you doing? Let me see. SCI Family Garden, my man, Guava. My brother, let me, I can't lift it. Guava, my brother. This was for you, man. I opened it up. You can go back in the beginning and check it out. Man, thank you, man. Thank you. And I got that just for you, man. I got that because I always hear you talking about you got to go catch up on your episodes. Man, thank you. Thank you so much for this gift. So, Guava, my friend. I'm going to sip it down low. Woo! Guava, everybody. Thank you, bro. Thank you. I'm going to keep this close by. As you see, we ain't just making the wine, we sipping the wine. So, thank you and Lady Sapper over there, and SCI Garden family. Thank you so much, my friend. Okay, I'm going to keep this rocking and rolling. Try to keep all the mess over here so Lady Laird don't come fussing at me. Okay, so sterilize all your stuff. Next thing we going to do is, really, this is another thing. Did everybody leave all their apple juice out, like in room temperature? I hope you didn't have it in the refrigerator. Did anybody have their apple juice or whatever juice they're going to use in a refrigerator in a cold area? That's something I totally forgot about. If your juice is room temperature, then it's fine. If not, you might want to wait till tomorrow to do this, because if you pitch this yeast in ice cold juice, it's not going to do anything. Okay, Miss Christy Love said no. Okay, perfect. So this is how we're going to start. Number one, I'm going to use, now I've measured these out, and I wrote it down over here too. 2 of these is just a little over a gallon, okay? So it's okay if you take a little, give a little. But each one, so because I know everybody is in different places in the country, and you probably got different kinds of juice. This is 2.84 liters, I got 2.84 liters, 3 quarts. Okay? So I got each one of these is 3 quarts. How you doing, Fundy Fee? Good to see you, ma. So each one of these is 3 quarts, 2.84 liters. So I'm going to be using 2 of these. I want you to use this much or 1 gallon. We just starting out. We ain't making a whole bunch. I wish I would have made more last winter. Stanley Wilder says, Led, you inspired me last fall and I started a garden in my backyard. Thanks for all your information. Thank you so much. Stay wild, O2. Thank you so much, my friend. I appreciate that. You know what? Now you can show somebody else, man. Guava, my friend. Good to meet you. Thanks for hanging out. That's going to have me on the floor. That's definitely going to have me on the floor. Okay. Guava, Rob, Guava Sapper Gardner, my man. Thank you, my man. Thank you. I want to slam this like, yeah, but this thing is heavy as lead. That's dope. Next shirt. Okay. Tracy Marie Way say, listening, bro. You are so smart, man. No, I ain't smart. I'm still learning. We learning together. So let's get this started, because you know I bullshit all night long, and I know all of us ain't got that long. First thing we going to start with, I'm going to rock you over here with me, okay? First thing we going to start with is the juice. Now I'm going to bring this camera closer now, because we need to get all up in it. And you see I got persimmons everywhere. I'm on a table with all these persimmons. You should see how I got this nonsense popping off. Okay, there we go. That's going to have to work. All right, we ready? So the first thing we're going to do, y'all, I did this before. My bucket is fully sanitized and cleaned out and rinsed out. Don't dry it out with a towel. Don't try to dry it out. Just rinse it out, okay? Don't use a rag. Just rinse it out with a little bleach water, sanitizer. If you got sanitizer, use that. But then rinse it out real good, because that bleach and that sanitizer will stop your batch. It will stop your yeast from brewing. Okay? So, let me keep it rocking here. All right. Get your first gallon up. And go ahead. You know what? It's better if we pour your gallon in first, because this is already sweet. Your juice is going to already be sweet. So that's going to be some of the sugar content that we need. So let's pour that first 3 quarts in. Well, that ain't going to make no difference either. Now Lady Led about to come home. Right when I'm about to get crunk. Okay, put that to the side. Now I'm about to add my second bottle of 3 liters. 3 quarts. 3 quarts. Now this is all room temperature, so it's kind of warm. So right there, that's going to already be ready to get that yeast pitched out. Now, let's let Lady Led in the house first. Let me see my baby come through the door. Let y'all catch up a little bit. Hey, baby, you home? I'm in here making wine with the gang. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah, we doing it. So, okay, we ready? All right, okay, we ready. All right, here we go. Mm. Hey, I tasted Sapper Gardner wine.
How was it?
You mean how is it?
How is it?
It got me wanting to dance like James Brown a little bit.
Oh, no.
You got me playing the spoons on my legs. She had me talk about somebody be playing the spoons like, really? So okay, let me keep this going. So we got playing the spoons like a damn under the bridge bum. So ham boning. So we go. we have our six quarts, 2 of these bottles. Hey baby, oh look, my baby. Let me show. Come on, see my baby, my baby. Say hey everybody, my baby. Come home from church. Got lipstick on me? Do I got lipstick on me?
A little bit. It's all right.
No, it ain't. No, it ain't. No, I don't look cute, dude. It's men's out there that they be twerking and stuff. Oh yeah, I don't want to attract nothing. So anyway, back to the action. We got our 2 bottles of apple juice in there. Now, this is where we're going to start measuring. Oh, that's my baby right there. That's my baby. She knows she can have anything she wants. If I had the money, I'd give her the word. Wipe it off.
Oh, it's because it's glittery.
I know, no glitter on me, baby. We got a couple of them already.
Shh. Be quiet.
Okay.
Be good.
I'm being good. I already said I'm be good from now on. Okay, I'm sorry. Thank you, baby. Yeah, no twerking, no lipsticks, and
What in the world?
what?
Just hush.
I'm trying. They saying it. Y'all gonna get me in trouble. Okay. Now we got our 2 bottles in here. I said I wasn't gonna do this. We got our 2 bottles in the bucket. Okay. Now I'm going to measure this for you. So the first thing we're going to do, I'm going to take a reading for you. Everybody say, hey, Lady Led.
Hey, y'all.
Mama, Dada, Sister, Shanika Smith, Suzette Meeks. Everybody say, hey.
Hey, everybody.
Okay, now, this is my measure right here. So what I'm going to do with this, let me rinse this out. Okay, what this is going to do, I'm going to use this. Better yet, that's why I never use this. I told you I got a new baster. Okay, so I'm going to take that first sample and test the juice for you. So if you don't have a hydrometer, if you have a hydrometer and a beaker, you can do this too, okay? Take your turkey baster, sop up some of the apple juice, pour it in here. We're going to do that till we get it about half full. I know this kind of look like science lab, but that's kind of what we're doing. It's kind of like science. Do that. There are easier tools to use than this when you go to one of these stores, but when you see the price, this was $1 and those were like 20, then you start being like, do I really need that? You know, just to collect a sample? I don't think so. Okay, so there we go. All right. Now I'm about to test the juice. Okay, as you can see, let me see here. It got about 13% sugar content. I don't know if you can see that. Holly Topher said, hey, Lady Led. I'm trying to turn it around. It's hard to turn it around when it's in here. 30% sugar content. Let me turn it around. And it's going to give me a reading right now. Okay. Of about 40% alcohol. 40% alcohol. Nope. Let me turn it around. I'm sorry. It's spinning too fast on me. Because I know that ain't right. Come on, sucker. About 13%. This is what's going to happen, though. Okay? When you add the sugar in there, remember, your yeast is alive. Once you put it in the liquid, it's kind of like sea monkeys. Remember sea monkeys? Soon as it get in the liquid, they come to life. And they start eating the sugars in the material that whatever you use, whatever juice you're using, it's going to start eating the sugar and it's pooping out alcohol. Eating the sugars, pooping out alcohol. That's where you get your alcohol content. So you want your sugar content a little higher so it can just keep eating that, okay? Making more alcohol for you. So what we're going to do right now, get your sugar out. Everybody got your sugar? Get your bag of sugar. This is just plain old white granulated sugar. If you feel the need that you need to use all pure cane sugar or all that other kind of stuff, knock yourself out. I'm just showing you what I use, okay? If you want to use honey, you know, all of these readings are going to be different compared to what kind of sugar you use. So my readings will be different than yours if you're using like honey or syrup. You can use syrup too. Yes, you can. So all of that's going to be different. Now what I'm going to do, I'm dumping this whole doggone bag in here. Because what I'm going to do is add more than y'all. But I'm measuring this for you guys. Give me 2 ticks. I need another bowl. I need a bowl to keep all my stuff in instead of stopping sitting stuff to the side. Okay. Now, get your spoon. Get your spoon out. Not the wooden one that you got to whoop them with, but stainless steel. And then what we're going to do is we're going to stir that sugar. And we're going to keep stirring it. I like to use the ladle-like, the sieve-like spoon, because it kind of aerates it a little bit and helps break the sugar down. And if you got cold juice, then it's going to take longer for your sugar to break down. If you let it sit at room temperature or slightly warm, then it's perfect. That's why I like making wine in the summer and the spring. Because for some reason, it just makes it different when everything is nice and warm. Other thing I meant to mention, after we do this, find a warm place, dark place in your house, like by a water heater or something warm. My bathroom here downstairs is warm, so when I'm doing this, my bathroom is off limits. But somewhere warm. Trust me, it works a lot better when everything is warm around. So we're going to stir that in real good. You know good and well when sugar done broke down. I don't got to tell you how long to stir it. You know when it ain't no more sugar in there. You can hear the crunch and everything else. Okay? Now, I'm going to test this again. This is the part where the hydrometer, remember I was like, this hydrometer is everything. Because you need it. You do. Or else you just going to be guessing and you might hit and you might not. So let's take another sample. Let me show you this instead of showing you me. See, enough of me. We're going to take another sample. Right now, all I put in was a half a bag. Just to see. You can't mess this up. Okay. So I got my beaker half full again. take another sample. Let me see. Where's my... Okay, potential alcohol volume. I'm trying to start it on the right side. Potential alcohol volume is... Damn, and it spin on me again. See how much more is out of the... Let me scoop this up. See how much more is out of the liquid now versus the way it was? Let me spin it back around. That's the hard part. But I don't like keep filling it up too much. Come on, spin around, baby. And the temperature also... Oh, give me a second here. I'm trying to spin around. Okay, potential alcohol by volume. I'm trying to get it to about 9%. 9%. Potential alcohol right now is saying 15%. That's not what I want. So, okay. If you have a hydrometer, tell me your reading. If you have a hydrometer, what is your reading? Right now, pouring your sample back in is fine. Once it starts brewing, I don't pour samples back. Patio Frutal 67 says, all right, I'm not going to miss this time, Led. Next year, I'm going to make Arctic Kiwi wine. Guava, my friend. Holly Tova says, take that post office rubber band off your... How do you know? It's a bad habit, ain't it? It's a bad habit. Because I got them all over the house. Anyway, let me get back in here. Let me see. All right, Shanika Smith. Hey, Shanika Smith, Holly Tova. That wine done kicked the... Yeah, it's kicking in a little bit. You see, I'm sweating everything else. Whew. He sent me a fury. Okay, Miss Kraft say, yours is at 15% too, right? So we doing good. We doing all right. We doing all right. Anybody else? Okay, White Flowers Homestead says she got 10%. You might want to add a little bit more. I'm trying to remember this. Is add a little bit more sugar or add a little bit more juice? P. Smith Gardner got 15%. So we all pretty much around the same. White Flowers, you might be closer to where we supposed to be. Because adding more sugar is going to make this more dense and bring the alcohol potential up higher than 15%. That's not what we're looking for. So I'm going to... Did everybody pour all their juice in there? That's why I was like, man, get 2 of everything and more if you can. So I'm going to... We're going to leave it at 15%. Let me see. Juice to bring it down. Right. Juice to bring it down. Sugar to raise it up. Exactly. We need more juice. So if you got juice now, if you got another thing of juice, pour in a quarter of the bottle. Just pour in the tip. Just put in the tip, okay? That's all we're using. So if you got that. If you don't have more juice, just go get some water. Trust me, it works. Just the flavor ain't gonna be as intense or as flavorful, but this really ain't gonna make a difference. Okay, White Flowers Home says, thanks, Miss Kraft. So I know Miss Kraft is on it. White Flowers, you're closer. You stay still. You don't move at 10%. Leave it there. Okay? Tracy Marie Wade. All right, okay. You stay, White Flowers, at 10%. Okay? Okay. All right. So I'm going to add more juice. Like I said, if you don't have more juice, add water. Just stick in the tip. Okay? Stick in the tip. Wait, before we stick in the tip, got to take a little sip. Guava, my friends. Ooh, this is why I did this early. Whew, I'm going to have to sleep that off. Okay. A little more juice. Try not to splash it too much. Just gonna get the tip in. Tip in there right there. I'm gonna stop right there. See where I'm stopping? Just at that line. Just to do another test. So for everybody that don't have the hydrometer, this is a test for you. So I'm testing this for the people without a hydrometer, okay? So we're all pitching in to help you so you don't have to get to have the hydrometer right now. Take another sample. You guys taking samples and everything. I'm so proud of you. Y'all on y'all jump today. Oh, let me get this up in the... I always forget that the camera is on sometimes. I be in my own world. This is the kind of stuff I do when the cameras ain't rolling and I'm just in here in the lab. This is what I do. And this is the other part of what I wanted to do. Okay, you guys? Once we get this done, save one bottle. What we're going to do, I don't care if you get those little bottles, I don't care what you put it in, but try to send everybody a little sample. And we're going to see what we're going to do. Because I'm going to make a bigger batch than you guys are. And this is just for the startup. But I'm going to make a bigger batch so I can send out little samples to everybody. So let's test it again. We all going to start, test your wine. What did you try now? Grape? Did you, okay. Holly Tova says hers is at 12%. Put a little more juice in there. Make it at least 10. At least 10. Give me a second. Where am I? Damn, I need to put more juice. I'm still at... Let me spin it around. Damn, why did mine... oh, mine is still at like 13. I need to add way more. Hey, let your mama listen to that beat you just made. He got work he need to be doing?
I need to put the playlist on the thingy.
Yeah, dude, you in there making beats and you supposed to be finished your homework.
But you know what I'm thinking, I need beats.
Well, that's what you do. Stir that back up. I must put in more sugar than I thought I did. So if you at 10%, if you about 10, 11%, stop. I know I need to keep on going. Pour this sample back in and try it again. I know this seemed tedious, this part right here, but believe it or not, bam! Okay, Miss Craft is at 10%. Stay there. P. Smith Gardner, 10. Nope. If you at 10, P. Smith, stop. I'm the one with the problem. I'm the one that need to keep going. Because I put way more. Now that I'm looking inside this bag of sugar, I put almost a whole bag of sugar in there. Okay. Essian Garden family said the process is important. Thanks for walking us through. Thank you so much. It's tedious, man, but like I say, this first part, and really all of it is important because ain't nothing worse than wasting your money. I don't care what you did. And a lot of this fruit, this persimmon, I didn't show the ripe, super ripe persimmons. I'm going to make a batch out of those too. All right, here comes the second test. No, well, this is about the fourth test now. Let me find it.
I know it's been playing games with me.
Okay, potential alcohol. 12%. Damn. I'll put way too much sugar in there. All right. Let me cut the games. I done messed up. So y'all keep on going. Y'all good. All we about to do now, just keep yours. I'm gonna put that whole bottle in there because I put entirely too much sugar in there. I'm glad I bought 4 bottles of juice. So, because stuff like this happens. This is why I say get more than what you need. So you can go back and me talking and sipping too. Woo. Lady leg kissing me, throwing me off my game. Okay. Y'all don't know what that do to me. Make a good man steal. Make a holy man kill. For that kind of love. Okay. All right. Let's get another sample. Now y'all is good. Now y'all waiting on me. Like I'm a coming. Let me see. Yes, I'm blaming it on the wife. Supreme Family Guard today, he blamed it on his wife about running over the bushes. Man, she gonna cut you up about that. So I threw a pot shot at Lady Led since we playing the game. Okay. Let me get it together. This is gonna be the one, y'all. I can feel it. Okay. Here we go. 10%. Damn, it spun around. Okay, I'll take that 11%. I'll take it. I'll take that. Nah. Hello. Gotta close the door. People ain't doing their homework. All right. Now, everybody. Now is the good part. Really, to be totally honest with you, that's it. We are at level. I wish for the people that didn't have the hydrometer that you could test it, because I'm telling you, it's so important. Number one, I poured in just to let you see how much I put in. Okay, I had to put 3 bottles of 3 quarts in, 9 quarts of juice, because I put in 3/4 of this bag. It's only a quarter left of this bag of sugar. So I messed up. So really, almost, if you think about it, a quarter of a bag of sugar per bottle. That's what it seemed like it's adding up to. So, all right, y'all ready? It's 2 different ways to do your yeast. Okay, let me know what colors y'all got, because I'm using yellow. What color yeast are you using? Let me see, roll 5150, lesson learned. Don't drink when making drink. Amen. Yeah, lesson learned for sure. Don't drink when making a drink, especially this stuff. Look at me. Ooh, sapper. Boy, you sure gave me the Bama Lamb, boy. Whatever this is here. Ooh. I'm going to call this freedom. I feel like streaking. Whatever the hell this is. I feel like being free. Woo. You wasn't playing about this. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna take a little sip. To all my friends that's in here helping and everybody doing this with me. Guava to you, yes. This make me feel like I feel like streaking. This is pure freedom in a glass right here. Telling you, good night. What is this stuff? Woo! And I'm a rum drinker, rum and vodka. This is whiskey. Then again, whoo! Holly Tova, okay, so I'm at 10%. Stay at 10%, Holly Tova. No more sips, P. Smith Gardner. I know. One more. Oh, shit. I'm trying to clear it out. That is excellent, man. Ooh, would you see that face? That's That's that face. Okay, so I'm at 11%. And I'm going to stay right there. Y'all at 10%, stay right there. You don't got to be precise. This right, what we're doing right now is not a precise method. Just one more sip in my Martin Lawrence voice. Just one more sip, one more sip. That's how I feel. Okay, Miss Crab, which yeast is best for strawberry? Okay, that's a good question. Now I need to know what kind of juice is everybody using. That's very important because all of these different juices have different sugar contents too. I mean, the actual bottle of juice starts out like, for instance, this is 28 grams of sugar per serving times 12 servings. So that's how much sugar content is already in here. Okay, P. Smith Gardner, she used an apple. Miss Crab, what kind of strawberry juice, or are you making it from strawberry fruit, like strawberries? Okay, because if you're making it from real fruit, okay, Novella. I used apple juice. Novella used apple juice. P. Smith Gardner, 28 grams of sugar per, okay. Miss Crab, I made strawberry juice. Okay, so you made strawberry juice out of real strawberries? Of course, if you made strawberry juice. And you can also use frozen concentrated, but that's a whole nother ball game, believe it or not. I used to do that too. That I still got some wine of that. The frozen concentrates, you can use those too, but those also always have potassium sorbate in it, and you got to make, okay, so you made it out of your own fruit. Okay, that's all right. Well, as long as you got the right alcohol content, this is what I'm going to say to you. Since you're using real fruit, remember I told you the other night about citric acid? Take the citric acid, I don't know if you have any. If you don't have citric acid tablets or the powder, because it gives you instructions on it. If you don't have that, or you got it, okay, well, it'll tell you exactly how much you need. You only need a little, like literally a pinch of it per gallon that you're using, okay? So you might need one little teaspoon or something like that. So, or what is it, like 1/4 teaspoon per gallon, I believe. Don't listen to me. I'm trying to remember out of all of that stuff. But you get it. But use that citric acid, because what that citric acid is going to do is help pull those flavors out of that fruit. Going to help those sugars and that flavor come out of that fruit. Okay. Superman says he's using apple juice. Okay. Because that's important. So I'm glad we got that out the way. Superman says, and grape. Okay. So if you use apple juice and grape juice, that's fine, long as your sugars are matching. If you got a hydrometer and you're measuring it yourself, that's fine. Because our measurements might not meet up with what you need for those different things. Okay. This is the easy part now. I'm about to bring you all the way in. Get out of persimmon land. All right. Come on my legs. All right. Let me get you all the way in here. All right. Now, wait, before we do this, I'm going to use yellow because this is kind of strong. This is more champagne. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to show you how to get rid of the fizz, the bubbles, you know what I'm saying? My brains and this doggone drink. Whoo! I'm going to show you how to get rid of the bubbles when this is all said and done. I'm going to show you how to clear it up when this is all said and done. So we ain't going to worry about none of that right now. Miss Craft said, I picked up every color of the Red Star yeast. Good, good. Holly Tova says she's 14. Let me, little miss in my house can make croissants, puff pastries from scratch. Good Lord. Okay, carbonation. Thank you, Master Yip. Man, have you seen what I've been sipping on? Look at my eyes, man. It wasn't much, but Sapper, when Sapper over there sipping and he over there eating that good food, making them dishes, now I see why. Because good night. That's the bomb, son. Okay, now, this is what I'm going to show you. The yeast process, I know it sounds like you're supposed to say, no, don't do that. You're going to literally sprinkle this all over like you got like some the sugar-free packets. You trying to sweeten your coffee. You don't want to clump this all up. So, got my glasses. I need some scissors. It's probably best you don't use your mouth. But now it's time to get your scissors out. We're going to open it up. I want you to open the whole pack up. Don't just pinch off a corner or something. Just open the whole pack. This, I'm showing you what I do, okay? If you feel that you can get it out better than that, go for it. I like to take the whole top off. I'm going to tell you something else about these this yeast. You don't necessarily need the whole package. You can go with a quarter of a packet of this and pull it off. I just always be like, you know, it was only like 75 cents, you know. And honestly, once you're done brewing, you can keep using this yeast almost forever. Because what's going to be at the bottom of the bucket in your batch when we rack it down, you can start a whole nother batch of wine with that old yeast. Okay? So that's a little advanced. I'm not going to worry about that right now. So that's what we looking like. Everybody see that? That's what we looking like. Now, what we don't want of SEI family say, that is my sleeping medicine. Yeah, I understand. Because I'm feeling a little nighttime PM-ish. Okay, here we go. I'm going to show you how I pitch my yeast. It's two ways to do this. Back up. Two ways to do this. You can go and start your yeast first, just like you baking bread. If you want to activate your yeast, you can do that. Some people swear by it. If you don't know how to do it, we ain't going to worry about it because we ain't doing it today. But pre-activating your yeast before you pour it in, I'm going to be honest with you, I never noticed the difference between activating the yeast or just pitching it straight in. Hey, Fresh and Sassy, how you doing? Good to see you in the greenhouse lounge. We're making the wine. We're making the wine. So, this is what I want to, I'm going to zoom in here, y'all, okay? Because I want you to see exactly what I'm doing. I'm literally just barely tapping this. I don't want to put no yeast on top of itself. I mean, in the end, it's going to. But in the beginning, I don't want none of this touching another, like clumping it all down. You kind of don't want to just clump it down. It'll go down to the bottom. You want it right on top. So I'm sprinkling it like ramen noodles or something. You know what I'm saying? You don't want all the seasoning on 2 noodles. Hit that salt pocket. You know, everybody done ate some of them. Hit that salt pocket and be like, damn. And then the rest of the noodles taste like toe. No. So lightly shake it. Believe it, and try not to get done on the walls because that's going to be wasted yeast. See, now I'm acting like it's a game and trying to fill in the spaces without going over. Come over here. Some of this is missing. I know this seems tedious, but I'm telling you, I'm showing you my way that always worked for me. It's a lot of winemakers that do this totally different, and people that make wine every day in all their life. I'm not that guy. I'm showing you how I do it, and it works for me. And what I make will put you in a chair somewhere. Okay? And get you quiet at a party. Get you nice and quiet and sleepy. I'm trying not to clump it. Spread it perfectly evenly if you can. Because what happened if you piggyback this yeast, it won't get activated even though you think it might be touching the wine. It's not. It won't be activated or activate late. You kind of want it all to kick in right out the gate. Okay? So lightly, slowly, lightly. I know it's tedious. I know it is. Lightly, tedious. Get on your nerves after a while. And yes, I use as a whole pack. Some people don't. See how I put too much right there? You can't hardly see it. But too much came out in one spot. All right, we're coming to the end. I can hear it. And that's it. Just like some Kool-Aid packet. That's it, you guys. And this is what it's going to look like. That's exactly what it's going to look like. Kind of like dust on top of the water. And it's going to slowly sink to the bottom. As it slowly sinks to the bottom, it's hydrating, it's rehydrating, it's waking up, just like sea monkeys. It's waking up, and then it's going to later on today. And if we lucky, if you got some good yeast or good batch, you'll see it bubbling tonight. But usually, I'm still zoomed in. Usually, don't freak out, don't get impatient. It's going to be fine. Give it a few days. I always give it 3 days. And if in 3 days, if it ain't doing nothing, I'm going to stir it. By the end of that day, if it ain't doing nothing, then I'm going to throw some tomato paste in there to help activate that yeast. Give it some energy. So I'm going to get in here. Oh, after you do that, you don't have to wait. All of your yeast by now, most of it should be at the bottom. That's what I'm talking about. You didn't want that to happen too fast. What's going to happen tonight? That yeast is going to be floating up and down, because it's alive. It's going to be just basically swimming around like fish, up and down, eating sugar, eating as much sugar as it possibly can get. That's what it's going to be doing. Debbie Thomas says, tomato paste, how much? Don't do nothing with tomato paste right now. We ain't even going to worry about it. If your yeast, if your brew isn't bubbling by, what's today? Sunday. If it ain't bubbling by Wednesday, email me. Because all you're going to need, just in case, okay? Because I don't want you to do this too soon, because sometimes it just might take. Right, then wait, White Flower said. Just 1 spoon. Yes, wait. We ain't putting this in today. This is just a safety precaution for the middle of the week, okay? This is only going to take 7 days for this to brew. Wednesday, what you're going to do Wednesday is take another test. We're going to take one more test on Wednesday. So I'm going to do a video on Wednesday. I don't care how late I come home from work. We have to test it, okay? So even if I don't go live, I'm just going to make a quick video just showing you the test of where it is. I left off at 11%. Now what's going to happen is this is going to continue to sink all the way down. You'll see. It was up like this at first. You're going to see it all the way down here because it's going to be eating that sugar up, turning into alcohol. You'll see. So right now, what we're going to do, for everybody that has a lid on a bucket, now is the time before you put your lid on your bucket. This is what I want you to do. We ain't putting it on there. Take the top off your airlock. This is the one we bought. And this is the one we made. You don't have to do nothing with this. You ready to go with this. Put some water in your bottom. See how I got it? Put that tube almost touching the bottom. Okay. Now, this already got water in it. Actually, I'm going to use some of this water. They say you should use like alcohol, like literally alcohol, liquor, vodka, because it kills bacteria and everything else. I'm going to use water. So I'm going to just put a little bit in there. Make sure you can see that. We're going to put a little bit in there. I put in too much. And it's going to even out, okay? Now put your lid back on top. It's evening out. Now watch this when I put the lid on. It's going to give that first bubble of me sealing the lid. Maybe not. And I got this on a folding table too. I'm scared to put too much pressure down on this. I don't want all this wine to end up on the floor. Okay, you see it go uneven? Because the pressure, watch this. That's what it's going to be looking like. See, I actually put too much water in it. Let me take some of that out of there. Okay. Okay. Put that back in the hole. Did you see that? Is that just like unbelievable? I've been having that kind of luck. So anyway, you're going to put your airlock in. Either the homemade one in your hole that you put in your bucket. Oh, it's no problem. I just got to put that grommet back in there. Let me see. Hey, Diva Jones. I didn't even see her in the house. Let me go and get my brew. Let me get my little grommet. I didn't want to disturb the yeast. Hey. All right. So y'all get to see me just fix the grommet real quick. Just putting it back. Okay. Now that we got the grommet back in, just put that back in. You don't got to worry about this if you got the tubing, okay? Because the tubing is soft. This is hard. Okay, let me close it back up. And that's that. Now, let me push this down, even it back out. Okay, so what we're going to be seeing, what you're going to want to see, what you're going to want to see doing over through the week is you're going to want to see it doing this, okay? It's going to be slowly. You're going to see it coming from this side over to this side. And then it's going to start bubbling like that. A lot. And it's going to always stay on that side in every blue moon. That's what you're going to get, okay? So that's what you're going to be looking for by Wednesday. If this or the homemade one ain't bubbling, because this is the exact same thing, okay? The one we made together. This is the exact same thing. If this ain't bubbling by Wednesday, talk to me first, and then we'll see whether we need to throw some tomato paste for Energizer in there or not. So if you have a hole in the top of your bucket and you got your tubing ready, I kind of right now wish I would have just used this instead of that. Put it in a whole nother bucket. Once you pump that pump that hole in that bucket, okay? I need something a little like a pencil or something. Just to give you an example. Once you make that hole a little bigger, like that, that's all we doing. It'll bounce back. Now all we doing is cramming that tube through that hole. Yeah, I know. This is just an example. This is actually a throwaway lid that I don't use no more for making wine. This is actually before I bought this kit bucket, this was my first bucket of winemaking that I made before I bought my kit. My first wine that I ever made, I made everything just like I'm telling you. I made my own bucket out of a big box store bucket, and I made my own airlock out of a jar. I made my own setup. So I still got all this stuff. So, okay, you don't have to spend all that kind of money. It's useless. If once you see a kit and be like, this is what I'm paying for, you kind of be like, I can make that. Instead of going to spend $80 on the kit, I can make that for about $20. You cram that tube in that hole, I need to jam that back in there, punch that hole bigger. Be careful. Don't hurt yourself. Okay, I'm gonna put the whole pencil through because it keeps bouncing back anyway. And I want to get that tube in there. It's just gonna shrink right around it. There we go. There we go. It's gonna shrink right around it. There you go. So this is the equivalent of this now. This will be going down into the bucket like that. And just to give you a better visual, this will be your airlock actually blowing the bubbles like so. Just like this one. No different. No different. This was the first one I ever made. This is how I made my first real batch of wine with this, and it doesn't do no different than the one I end up buying. The only reason I bought this kit, number one, I thought I was missing out on something. I wasn't. Number two, this is a 6-gallon bucket, which I was like, yeah, I need the space because I was making 5-gallon batches. So, other than that, you do not need all that mess. Everything I showed you can make, that's it. This is it. We're done. Oh, one more thing that I can't leave out. Remember I told you, this is apple pie wine, okay? So if you have a cinnamon stick, do not use powdered cinnamon. I can't stress that enough. If you about to do that, don't. I'd rather you not use nothing at all. If you don't have a cinnamon stick, don't use powdered cinnamon. You'll regret it. You'll be trying to filter and clean your wine forever. And once you think it's as clear as this, and it look like it's clear as this, you start drinking it, you're going to start coughing. Because that cinnamon, the kind you can't really catch, is still in there, tearing you up. This gives you the flavor and all the stuff you're looking for without cleaning up anything. So trust me, don't do that. I made that mistake. As a matter of fact, I still got a couple bottles of that around. I wouldn't even give that away because it was choking people out. You know, it was stalling them out. Like, you know what cinnamon do when you eat too much of it? Like, no, man, what's in this? Don't do that to yourself. All right. So I'm gonna drop in one. No, I only got 2 left. I'm gonna drop in 2 cinnamon sticks. That's it. It's that simple. No stirring them up, nothing. Drop in 2 cinnamon sticks in your batch. You can do it right now. You can do it later. You can wait till your batch is done and then drop it in. What I like to do is put a batch in, and then when I end up giving it to people as gifts, I put 1 cinnamon stick in the jar with it to give it an extra apple pie flavor, little kick of cinnamon. Works every time. So, to be honest with you guys, this is it. That's it. The next step is testing it again to see where your alcohol content is on Wednesday. By next Sunday, we're going to be taking it out of this bucket, out of this one. We don't need no big wide bucket no more after this first one. I like to use a wide bucket, but you don't need it. A lot of people said they got, those carboys or jars, now you can kind of use those because all of this is over. See all this stuff you had to do? I dropped the doggone grommet in the brew and just weird stuff, pouring in extra sugar, extra juices. Now, when you got a carboy with the funnel top, man, trying to get all that stuff in that little hole and extra sugar, extra juice, you're using a funnel, you're making a mess. It's extra cleanup. You don't want to do that. Trust me, a bucket is the best. Once you rack it down, meaning you're going to put this batch into the next stage and into another bucket, you can use anything you want. Because we ain't going to be doing none of this no more. So, that's it, you guys. Let me grab me a seat. Turn you around. That's it. I know, honestly, it don't take you that long to do it. The only reason it took me that long because I was trying to be very descriptive and I was trying to show you everything step by step by step. I know it's tedious. I know it's ridiculous. But if you look at the pitching the yeast, if you look at the bottom of your bucket, how perfectly evened out it is, then tomorrow, don't go looking at it if you got the top on, but if you would, you will see the yeast in there going up and down, up and down. It's a trip. You understand me? So I'm going to get in here, answer any questions if you got them. Let me see what we got. Let me see. Darius Doss, do you add water? I need to go back up a little farther. I'm going to go up a little farther, you guys, okay? And you guys feel free to answer any of this stuff if you know the answer to any of these questions, all right? Or if I've already said it. Will it hurt moving the bucket off the table into its final? Nope. Don't worry about moving the bucket. It won't disturb anything. Now, I will say it does disturb it. Kind of tiptoe, like remember back in the day, you go in the kitchen, the mom say, don't come in here walking hard, you're going to make the cake fall. Remember that? I kind of treat it like that because this is kind of the same thing. You know what I'm saying? The gas that it's putting out, trust me, when you'll notice the difference when you move your bucket or if you stir your brew, two things is going to happen. One, it might slow down a little bit. Or two, it might speed it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because the weak yeast can't get a spot to eat because all the strong yeast is eating up all the sugar. So you mix it up, let some of that weak yeast eat, and now it's putting out gas so the strong yeast and the weak yeast can eat together. It's like animals. They're animals. People don't even know that. It's like animals. You know what I'm saying? You got to scoot. Like if you all got pets, you got to sometime hold the big dog back so the little dog can eat. You know what I'm saying? And then, okay, after little Scraps done ate, go and let Butch in. Same thing. You kind of stir that brew. If they ain't sharing the sugar food, stir that brew. Let them all eat. So that's why I say don't pitch your tomato paste until we go through those few steps. Okay, Holly told her, excuse me. Oh, okay. Debbie Thomas. Hey, everyone. Hey, how you doing, Debbie Thomas? Fresh and sassy in the house. Okay, Kira Mommy at 5 said, if adding fresh fruit, do we add it before we add the yeast? If you're using fresh fruit, you're using water and fruit. So you're going to be pouring in the fruit, whatever kind of fruit you're using, and you're going to be adding whatever. What did I say? I use just say six quarts of juice. You use 6 quarts of water and then put your fruit in. So once we tackle this, you know what? I'm going to do a second one and y'all don't have to do it because this is the super duper easy, super way to do it. Super easy. Great results. Anybody that tasted my wine know it's not too shabby. You know what I'm saying? You won't see it on the shelf at Clonk Le Blanc, but it'll sit you down. You know what I'm saying? It'll get one of those eyes kind of closed on you. Nice, smooth, easy. But if you're using fresh fruit, there's something else you need to do. You could either put that fresh fruit directly in the bucket, or you can, which I do, like with my bananas. Bananas, what I do is I cook them first. I boil the bananas, peel and all. All I do is chop them up. You know how your mama chop your bananas up in the cereal? Just don't take the peel off, because the peel is going to add the tannin. Mama, daughter, sister say I'm feeling good off Led's wine right now. Mama, daughter, sister got some. Mama, daughter, sister, I sent her a little sippy sip. She came by here one day and I said, here you go. Go for it. I'm telling you, it'll make you relax. It'll make you relax. It's good. It's smooth. It's sweet. I like making dessert wines. I don't like making dry wines too much because a lot of people don't really care for them. So I kind of make dessert wines. And I don't do this all for me. I like giving them away as gifts. You know what I'm saying? So with the fresh fruit, what I'm going to do, I'm going to do another video hopefully this week. Hopefully. I'm going to try to make the time. I'm going to make another batch of banana wine because I'm telling you, I only got one bottle of that stuff yet left. And I remember, mama, daughter, sister, when I gave you that banana wine, remember I was like, I don't remember having all these bottles of banana wine, because it wasn't. It's ginger. I totally forgot about that. That was ginger wine in the other clear bottle. So if you grow ginger, now the reason I made ginger wine, because that's Lady Led's junk right there. She grows tons of ginger. And one year we had like a paper grocery bag full of it. And I made ginger wine. All you do is scrape it off into the bucket. You don't got to boil it or nothing. Scrape it off into the bucket. Best smelling, best tasting wine you will ever have in your life. The ginger, I don't got to tell y'all about the flavor of ginger. You don't need to add nothing else. All I used was ginger, fresh ginger. I grated it up on a cheese grater and then added my sugar, tested my alcohol content, and let it brew. Only thing about it, I use way too much ginger. Lady Led don't know nothing about making wine besides what I tell her, but she was like, baby, that's going to be strong. Let me see, Miss Kraft say, yes, I did it this morning. The poor thing, it didn't want to turn it loose. Oh my God, I missed something. But listen, yes, Sapper, the ginger wine, remember I was telling you, once your wine start brewing, inside your house gonna smell, at first it's gonna smell kind of like stinking shoe-ish for a second. Like gas station beer. It's gonna smell like gas station beer. Remember this dude? It's gonna smell like him. But then it's gonna smell like so strong wine, like y'all christening a new ship. Poosh, wine everywhere. Or back in the doggone dark ages where they used to smash the wine bottle. That's what your house gonna smell like. Wine is gonna smell like wine everywhere. So with ginger, it's a good thing because instead of it smelling like strong, like grape or apple type wine, it's going to smell like ginger, like you got some kind of ginger infuser. You're going to actually wish that you could have that smell going throughout your house all the time. It smells better than a plug-in. I kid you not. That's about the only batch I've ever made that Lady Led did not complain about. Because usually these, she's like, oh my God, baby, the wine. The wine? Really? Baby, oh my God. I got to hear that for a week or two. That ginger, never heard a peep. Because it smells terrific. It smells as good as it tastes. So I'm going to make a batch of wine out of fresh fruit so y'all can see how I do that. Now that's where I'm going to be needing the citric acid so I can pull all those flavors out of that banana wine and get a little, you know what I'm saying? You want that banana kind of now later type of taste. That's what you want. So let me get back in here and see what's going on. All right. Oh, I'm way behind. I'm so behind. Okay, Miss Crafts, if anything, if it's anything like making bread, we proof the yeast just to make sure it's active. Right. Right. That's the pre-pitching the wine. I mean the yeast. Same thing. You put it in a bowl with some warm water, sprinkle it just like I showed you in the bucket, and let that yeast activate and literally turn into like foam. Put some saran wrap over top of it in a glass bowl and let it start to go to town. Once it's active, then you just go ahead and dump that into your wine brew. I mean your sugar mash. Go ahead, pour it in there because it's about to go crazy. It's already alive. That was just doing too much, and really, I've never seen a difference. The only difference is you get to test and see if your yeast is any good or not. You know, see if it's alive. And I don't think I've ever had a dead batch of yeast. I've only had things where I didn't rinse my bucket out good and had a little bleach in there or some sanitizer and it killed the yeast, stuff like that. But for the most part, everything worked out. Let me see what we got. Okay, Holly Tova says, my daughter suggests blooming the yeast first separately. Yeah, like we were just talking about. Right. You can do that if you want to. I just stopped doing that altogether because this works just as good. And it's less steps, it's less cleanup. To me, that's like she said, Ms. Crab, proofing the yeast. I call it pre-pitching. I pitch it first. Just more stuff to clean up for me. When I do it like this, you'll see. Because sometimes if you proof the yeast, like she called it, if you proof that yeast and you start it first, here's a problem you can have with that too. If you start the yeast first and you get it going, it's alive, it's bubbling, and you pour whatever temperature that yeast is at in that bowl that you started it in, and you end up pouring it into your sugar mash, and it end up being a totally different temperature, you're going to kill the yeast. Like that. You're going to kill it. If your sugar mash end up being too cold, you're going to kill it. It's like you in the summertime jumping into an ice cold pool. Everything shrink up. You know what I'm saying? Everything shrivel up. Ain't no different. So me, I kind of just got away from that because I just didn't see the need of it. In there, it's kind of like when you buy goldfish. When you buy goldfish and you leave it in the bag, you leave it in the bag in the aquarium for a while to let it settle and get used to the environment of the bowl itself, the aquarium. That's kind of what we're doing right now. So it's going to come alive in that atmosphere right there. Now again, make sure your juice was room temperature or warmer. Because if it's cold, it is not going to work out well. I'm going to say 70 degrees and up. If your juice ain't 70 degrees and up, if you got a thermometer, you can check it. I would make sure it's at least 70 degrees and up. Don't put your bucket on a cold floor. If it's a cold closet, a cold room, it's going to stop your yeast. It might not necessarily kill it, but it's going to slow it down like it cold would slow anything down. I'm like this. If the area that you put your brew in, if it'll make like syrup run real slow or honey just too thick, you might want to move it to somewhere warmer. Somewhere warmer where syrup will come out normal. That's around 70 degrees. That's where you want to move your brew. Okay. Essian Garden family say, waiting on you to get that next drink, Diva Jones. Diva Jones, let's get it. Okay. D, you already got a hole in it. Oh, yeah. Oh, that was weeks ago. Okay, Miss Craft, I saw a recipe for tomato wine. I can't wait for summer to give that a try. I've done it. Listen to me. With tomato wine, I'm going to make one suggestion with tomato wine. Done that one. Once you use tomatoes, it's not going to taste like tomatoes, I promise to you. Once you pitch that sugar and the tomatoes, it's going to taste more like it's not going to taste like a damn tomato, let me tell you that. It's going to taste fruity. Do me a favor. Make sure you peel the skin off first. Peel the skin off. Because if you don't peel the skin off, what's going to happen is, I don't know whether it's the alcohol that does it or what kind of reaction it does, but it turns the tomato skin into these little like shards It's hard to get rid of, and they kind of chewy. They turn chewy. It's terrible, and it's hard to clear your wine. So, Essian Garden family say it tastes sweet like a Bloody Mary. Yeah, kind of, but you know what? It don't really have the tomatoey taste, that people don't really care for. That's my brother calling me right now. I'm sorry, y'all. That's my brother calling me. I'm gonna have to hit him back in a minute. But that's pretty much it, you guys. So when you make that tomato wine, take that skin off. Trust me. I made that mistake once. Wine was terrific. Those peels got on my nerve, though. I never really cleared it all the way out. I ran it through coffee filters. It just, the wine will cloud back up, and then it'll reactivate. That's something else we're going to get into later, is you better be careful and make sure you keep sanitizing everything. Every time you go back and check on Wednesday, get your sanitizing bowl and put all your sanitized equipment back in it before you start testing stuff. Because what you will do, once we start killing off the yeast, if anything else start that yeast up, something out of the air fly back in your batch, it'll crank that yeast back up and keep it alive, keep it moving. And you will have some wine, number one, so strong, so when somebody hang up on you, I don't hang up on people, so when I hang up, it's kind of like, something is going on. Anyway, I forgot where I was. So, there you go. We're going to do the killing the yeast thing. Make sure you sanitize everything. Once you're done with this, I keep everything in one Rubbermaid bucket. All my tools, all my equipment. And keep everything sanitized, keep everything clean, so it don't be that much you ain't got to worry about later on, like it was in a closet or a garage somewhere and dust got on everything. So that's it, y'all. The wine, look, let me show you something right now already. It's climbing already. Remember, I made it even. It's already climbing, and I can almost see the water. You're going to be able to see one side go down and one side slowly come up. Because what that means, they're in there already eating that sugar, making alcohol, and the gas is starting already to come up through the airlock and push that gas out. It's already working. Is anybody else's moving at all, their airlock, whether it's the homemade one or not? Well, the homemade one you ain't gonna be able to see. You ain't gonna be able to see in the homemade one because it don't got the little S thing. You're going to know that when you start seeing some bubbles. Okay, let me see. Okay, you are 100 on the temperature and the yeast. Yes, I like your way of doing it better. That's my thing. I mean, I'm saying this. Listen, I'm not showing you how to make wine. Let's get that straight right now. I'm showing you how I make wine and how it ends up working for me. It works for me. Everything I showed you today is how I do it. And everything I'm going to show you is how I do it. It's a million different ways to do this. Back when I had my other channel, I did this on there. It's just like firearms. Everybody's sitting on there talking, oh, that ain't how you do it. This ain't how you do it. That ain't how you do it. It's a million different ways to do this. Just like growing tomatoes and anything else, you know how we get on there fussing. No, that's not how you do it. What you should do is stake it up like, man, you grow your tomatoes. Thanks for the tip, but that's not how you do it. That's how you do it. And when people come at you without a suggestion, they telling you what to do, that's when you kind of get that funk nose, like, come on, man. You didn't even make a suggestion. You telling me I'm doing it wrong. Anyway, so that's it, you guys. That's all. We are rolling. Everybody that followed along, if you could follow along without all my nonsense, that's it. There's nothing else to it. So before I go, I want to say to all of you, thank you so much for hanging out with me in the Greenhouse Lounge tonight. I really appreciate this. if it helps you guys, and remember one thing, okay? This ain't just about drinking. It's not. It's about being able to have a skill under your belt, and with that skill, it might be able to get you out of a couple tight jams. You know what I'm saying? Trust me. You can turn. Here you go. I'm gonna try to put it in better words. If you gave somebody $500, right, and they took that $500 and just went and spent it on some shoes, they got some shoes. They're gonna be gone. That's it. But if they took that $500 and went and invested into some kind of little business and they bought a little hot dog cart or something else, you know what? That's going to keep making them money, keep making them money, keep making them money. That $500 was just the first stage of the game. Now, you can almost guarantee that guy that bought the hot dog cart and kept making money, one day you're going to run back into him and he's going to give you $1,000 back. Like, man, that was good looking that time you let me get that $500. You know what I'm saying? But the dude that went and bought the shoes, the pants, and the outfit to go to the Run DMC concert, yeah, I went back. You will never see that money again. That money gone. That's it. That was it. He can't do nothing with that. Once he put them funky feet into them shoes and mussed up them Adidas jackets, it's done. So what this is just the ground level, because there's so many more things you can do with this skill. People don't think it is. They think this is about getting drunk. This ain't about getting drunk. This is about, I'm being able to give you a gift. You can turn this wine into anything. Okay? Just saying. So, thank you guys for watching. Trust and believe one day somebody gonna taste your wine and be like, you made this? Don't answer that. Is you waiting for somebody? What that mean? Oh, I don't know about the Princess Ladies here. I don't know that. It's dark outside. You know what I'm about to do.
Look like we live in the middle of
We don't. It ain't that, man. Nobody knock at our door.
Hi, Mommy.
I like to catch a slug.
Girl, put me down.
So that's it. Thank you guys for stopping by. I hope this helped you out. If you have any questions, hey baby. If you have any questions, come on, my baby.
Look, she straightened her hair.
Oh, hey, this is my baby. This is my princess lady. Oh, baby, you too strong on my backbone.
Oh no.
This is yours?
Yeah.
Good, hallelujah. You know that. I don't like all that mess. There you go. That's my baby. See, she grown, but she's still daddy baby. That's my muscle right there. I just made another batch of wine.
You got a science project going
I
on.
do. Me and the Greenhouse Lounge, we just made another batch of wine.
Yuck.
Hush. Now go on so I can get out of here. Thank you guys for everything. My baby is here, and I'm about to go and finish some of the Sapper Gardener's Sipperama juice. Boy, this? No wonder, man. Now I understand you a little bit more. Just a little more. No wonder you always so relaxed. Because this will make you take your shoes off, man. Go sit down some damn where. Y'all see, I'm kind of like, whoo, shit. Guava, my friends. Thank you, everybody, for coming to the Greenhouse Lounge and helping me show you about how this wine work out. I really appreciate it. I want to say thank you to all the men and women of the Greenhouse Lounge and the garden family. It ain't even just about just the Greenhouse Lounge, the whole gardening community. Everybody. And thank you. Thanks for everybody coming together. I feel like I won an award. I want to thank Sapper Gardner. I said I wasn't going to cry. I want to thank Miss Craft. Miss Craft, I want to thank you. Thank you and you. Thank you. We did it. We won. I'm preparing for my speech one day. One of these days I'm gonna get $1 million and this gonna happen. We did it. Greenhouse Lounge. Woo. Walk off the stage the wrong way. They're gonna be ushering me to go the other way. I'm like, no, I'm going this way. I'm going to the parking lot. I don't even want to go to the little green room. I'm going to the parking lot. Because what I'm going to do to party out there, it ain't going to be right in there. So thank you, everybody, for watching. Thank you for hanging out with me in the Greenhouse Lounge tonight. Thank you to Sapper Gardner, my man. Thank you, Fresh and Sassy. Let's give some real roll call here. Fresh and Sassy, Miss Craft, Kira, Mommy of Five, Ession Family Garden, the Sapper Gardner, Miss Linda, Lady 511, Novella, Rose 5150, the Miss Lady for Real, Fresh and Sassy, Linda Holmes, White Flowers Homestead. White Flowers, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I wanted to say that like that. Superman 42.0. Frederick Crow, my brother, I didn't even see you in the room. How you doing tonight, my friend? Welcome to the Greenhouse Lounge. Said watching from work, but still, I do it all the time. I listen to everybody's videos. I promise you, one of them thumbs ups is me. Darius Dawson's in the house. Said just one more question before you go. I'm glad I caught this. You go, how many bananas should I use for 5-gallon bucket? I'm going to use like, it's really no measurement. That's why you need the hydrometer. See, you're using the bananas or the fresh fruit for the flavor. The sugar content is what you're looking for. The more bananas you put in, that ain't gonna make the sugar content really go up no higher. Okay, you're gonna control that with the sugar. The more bananas, the more flavor. So if you can fit more bananas in there, but you gotta remember one thing, the more bananas you put in there, that's taking up more space for the water. You'll see, I'm gonna make a fresh batch so the people that want to make with fresh fruit, because we all get fresh fruit during the summer. You got peach trees, apple trees, so on and so forth. I'm gonna do a video for that. I'm gonna try this week. I'm gonna try because I really want another batch of banana wine. But let me tell you one thing about your banana wine or whatever fruit you're using, whether it's peaches, apples, pears, plums, bananas. Remember one key fact. Let your fruit get fully ripe. I mean, almost disgusting. Like your bananas, wait till a couple of little black streaks come in there first because that's all the sugar. That black is not rotting. That's the sugar that you see, okay? So when you bite into one of those soft bananas, that's really how you're supposed to eat it. We just conditioned to that's not how it's supposed to be done. Number one. Like number two, we eating the banana and peeling it from the wrong damn side. And that's why your banana always break at the top because you grabbing that thing like you seen on cartoons. You turn it upside down and open the banana. We're conditioned. I'm telling you, the world got us conditioned to do a whole bunch of stupid shit that we do. I'm going to leave that right there. We watch TV and we end up doing stuff like that. Open a banana from the long stem side, turn it upside down, open it from the butt. Two things going to happen. That little booty piece in the banana, you get that out the way right out the back because nobody want that. Number two, watch how easy it peels. Then you can peel it like cartoons. The other way around, you always pop it, break it, and you end up doing something nasty and funky, and the top of the banana be looking like this while you're trying to eat it, and you leave a nice big chunk in there because it's about to vomit looking at it. Anyway, I went too deep on there, but you dig what I'm saying? So I'm going to do a fresh batch for you, my friend. All right, I'm going to keep you posted on that. Matter of fact, I'm going to put up a bulletin before I do it so you can keep your eyes peeled. So thank you, everybody. Diva Jones, thank you, Miss Diva Jones. I'm trying to find everybody that was in here. So Grow Family Network, my man over there, Louisiana Family Gardening. Thank you so much, you and your people. D, Holly Tova, P. Smith Gardner. Let me see. I think I got everybody. Seemed like it was somebody in the beginning. Oh, man, that's a lot. Okay, I think that's about it. And Courtney Jackson, that's the one I was thinking of. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for hanging out with me. I hope this helped you, all right? Everybody have a wonderful night. I'm about to go and wash all of this and then get ready for bed because I got to go I got to go do it tomorrow. I got to go get that money. They make me take that money. So that's it, you guys. Thank you, everybody. Lead Farmer 73. If you have any questions, put them in the comments below and I'll answer them as much as I can tonight and try to answer them as much as I can tomorrow, all the way to Wednesday. I'm going to keep trying to answer them like I'm going to stay on top of it. I'm even cut my alarm back on so I can stay on top of it because you may have some questions. All right? Thank you so much, Lead Farmer 73. I love you and I am out. Guava, my friends. Writer's tears. Guava. Thank you. Whew, this stuff ain't no joke.